Once upon a time, there was a young man who thought he had ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive deficiency, or whatever. He barely focuses on one simple task, or he gets hyped at certain times, and then there are certain times that he loses motivation for anything. He can't concentrate on something. He can't even sit for an hour to study, no matter how prepared or no matter how ready he feels he is. He just can't focus. Even if he had ADHD or even if his attention span was terrible, there were so many ways to cope with it. But then he resorted to the shortcut, which is drugs. I am sitting in my room 3 to 4 months ago when my friend Omar came into my room to visit me, and then he sat by my table. When he sat by my table, the first thing he said was, "Charles, what is wrong with you?" I checked his palm and he had grabbed my anxiety pills that I bought from Amazon. So I had bought some anxiety pills from Amazon because I felt I had anxiety issues, and then the best result was to get drugs off Amazon. Anxiety pills wasn't the only thing that I got. I got about 4 or 5 different drugs that I was on. And you probably thought this video was the drugs that come on, that is not the drugs that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the quote unquote supplement or the aiding pills or the aiding drugs and stuff. You want to see proof? I'll show you. For so many months, I was living on these drugs. I've thrown some away, about 3, 4, 5 different ones away. This is a sleeping tablet. It's called melatonin. And oh, I have this one here too with me. Now, the purpose of this video is not to tell you guys that I got into drugs, the bad drugs, but I kind of got into drugs, which is these drugs that I feel would help me overcome so many things. So when I came to the US in 2023 July, when I started school in September, I had so many challenges, and one of them was my inability to focus. I have a terrible focus. I have a terrible attention span. I can't sit down for more than an hour to read. Before I filmed this video, I was literally going through a script, and I just kept on losing the focus. And I'm like, let me just record a video. My focus was terrible. I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't sit down at one place for more than an hour or 2 hours. I'll literally go out and just go and walk or something. I got super hyper sometimes. Aside that, I couldn't eat anything here. I wasn't feeling hungry. I'm telling you, when I tell you that I wasn't feeling hungry, I could go the entire day by having just protein biscuits and water or juice. Then I'm done. I wasn't feeling hungry. I was just chewing, living on snacks, Oreos, drinking water. I doubt if I even had to drink water twice a day. And then I realized that I was losing weight. I'm already losing weight. I mean, I struggled to gain weight, and then I was losing weight on top. I wouldn't edit this video to be raw. I would have posted pictures up there. I was losing weight. And then I started getting criticisms from people back home. How come everyone is gaining weight when they travel abroad? You are the only one who loses weight when he travels abroad. And then it got to me, and I started getting drugs off Amazon. So I went on Amazon. I searched for drugs that would help me eat a lot or that would boost my hunger. And then I'll go through the reviews. Oh, this drug really helped me. And I mean, I couldn't eat initially, forgetting that people even buy reviews. And then I'll buy it, click, get 2 of them. And then I went on Amazon again, drugs that would help me sleep because I was always on my phone and I couldn't sleep. Forgetting that when you're on your phone, the blue screen on your eye, on the phone, that is why I mostly wear blue light blocking glasses. The blue screen or the light emitting from your phone prevents you from sleeping. It tricks your brain into thinking it's still daylight. So when you go to bed, you just be rolling on the bed up and down. You can't sleep. But then I resorted into getting melatonin and drugs that would help me sleep. getting sprays that I could use in my room because I wanted to fall asleep faster. I couldn't even sleep for 6 hours. I was always sleeping for 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours. And then I got drugs on anxiety. I got anxiety drugs because I had social anxiety, forgetting I was so obsessed about what people thought of me. I started getting multivitamins, getting iron supplements, getting supplement that would help me eat. And I realized that I was very stupid, and that is why I'm making this video. The basis of this video is not to tell you guys not to do those drugs or to buy those supplements and stuff, but to teach you a very valuable lesson in life that I learned just recently. When I say recently, under 48 hours. I was speaking to my international admissions officer, telling her how I wanted to go and get medication for ADHD. I legit walked into the pharmacy to get drugs for ADHD, and they told me you need prescriptions to get ADHD. I didn't know that that's how it works in America. Because all my life I felt I had ADHD, I couldn't focus and all that, and I think my lighting went off, but anyways. I felt I couldn't focus and even visited a psychiatric hospital in Ghana in 2022 December or 2023 January, right? And they couldn't help. So I just didn't know how I was going to go about it. And I told this woman how I can't even study. I have exams coming and I can't focus to study for more than an hour. And then she said something to me that has really stuck with me. It has really changed my mindset and I can't hide it. I have to share with you guys. First of all, she showed me videos of people she knew that were on ADHD medication, and you wouldn't like how they were acting. They were literally acting like robots. These people were acting like robots. Zoom, zoom, zoom. When they took the medication, zoom. They sit here, they focus, and it's like they were being controlled by those pills. Because those things those drugs are very hard. They control you. It's like you can't sit down to focus, right? Well, this drug would help you to sit down and focus. That is the role of that drug. It doesn't do you any good. And she asked me, is this what you actually want to? I said no. Then don't get it. Please do not get it. And I'm like, I shouldn't get it. How do I focus? And then she hit me with this. You don't necessarily have to get drugs to force you to focus. All you have to do is to learn how your ADHD works and then cope with it. So if, let's say, your ADHD that you claim you have makes you lose focus under 30 minutes or for 30 minutes, why don't you just focus for 30 minutes? Take your attention off it by yourself and come back after 30 minutes or come back again and start another 30 minutes. Instead of getting drugs that will make you sit down for 4 hours, destroying your posture and even making your visions terrible. Just that little thing that she said to me really opened my mind to so many things about life, that we try to look for shortcuts in life. We try to seek for ways that we could twist the equation, or we could shorten the success, or we could shorten the equation instead of actually learning how to cope with it or using the genuine way. I don't know if YouTube would flag me for this. It's like you feel like you are depressed all the time. You go through depression and stuff. Depression is a real thing, right? And you feel like the only thing you could resort to is drugs, antidepressants, chugging to antidepressants, and then you think you would be fine. Without knowing how your depression works or what triggers your depression. Do you get depressed because you don't have anyone to talk to? Or do you get depressed because people criticize you and you can't handle it? How do you find how your depression happens or your depression triggers and then cope with it? So I get depressed when I don't have anyone to talk to, then find people to talk to instead of getting drugs. There is no shortcut in life. No shortcut. I don't know how this video is going to be, but basically that is the whole video. I've never done drugs in my life. I mean, I've never smoked. I've never done any of these things. And I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. But these were the drugs that I was on. You could see me. And I was taking these every day. I would take them in that order. I'll take these and then come to these and then come to one of this and then chugging. I threw most of them away. And then when I'm tired after the gym, thinking I was going to get energy after to go and work out, I go to the gym, work out, come back, and I'm tired. I lay on the bed, I can't sleep, and then I just go and get two of these, start chewing them. There is no shortcut in life. You just have to learn how to cope, learn to ride with the waves. It's like I keep forgetting the word. It's like you are surfing, yes, on the sea or whatever. Instead of you trying to find out how you would stand or you would maneuver your way to be on top of the ocean or the sea, why don't you learn how to maneuver, how to cope with the waves of the sea? That is the lesson of this video. Click here or here to watch any of these videos, and always remember that your future can be better than now, and only you have the power to make it so. Thank you.